Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol WFT. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame, but it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Monday, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is just some house cleaning and get rid of all these lines. Sure, they still pertain. They're just not relevant right now, and from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's clutter with lines everywhere you look. So I want to try to just keep this as straightforward as possible. The first update, though, that does need to be made comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So in the event there is any sort of attempted bounce to the upside, 44, 45, right around that general vicinity is going to be that first kind of battleground that the price will have to fight through in order to kind of generate any sort of possibility of continuing on with the uptrend. So right now, on that note of uptrend, now this is where things get a little tricky because there's perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by perspective? Well, if you're some sort of day trader and you bought there, or maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 8 minutes after buying, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking really bad for you. But if you do care about the big picture, the price does still have an opportunity to continue to build upon the uptrend that it's established. And the ideal level that you want to see continue to see hold, which has been doing a good job of today, is right here around 38 cents. If you go back through the history of the chart, you can see that on several occasions, both there, and then fast forwarding to today, right there, this area has done a great job of holding as support. So 38 cents is going to be that area that, if it can continue to hold, that would be great. And from the big picture, that would still keep things plenty bullish. How can I say that? Well, let's say the price, like I said, continues to go along sideways here, and then eventually the price starts to work its way back upwards. What would that give you from the big picture point of view? Well, that would still give you a set of lows right here. You'd have some lows right there. You'd have these lows down here. And if you picture these as stair steps, well, the overall stair steps would still very clearly be going in the upwards direction. So that's why, from a grand scheme of things, it's not like the chart's totally roasted or anything like that. Now, again, there is perspective that goes into it. You don't care about any of this if you are a day trader and you bought up there. That's why I try to offer up the little warning. So yeah, with the pullback today, things are definitely looking a little bit shaky, but the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher low. So let's see if they can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.